Let me show you how we can go from this to this using RapidGrade and under 10 minutes, I guess, and then how we can shot match it to all of these shots that we have inside DaVinci Resolve. Let's get started. Okay, so the first step here is to convert this image or this footage from log to Rec 709, and for doing that I just need 4 nodes, and here we have our input device transform, output device transform, balance, and then the look. But there is an easier way for me, which is here, clicking on the gallery, and these are what I already created for famous cameras or those cameras that we use the most, like RE, Sony, Red, and you can grab it for free. And there is a video. Once you download it, you would get everything that you need. So what I need is just to drag and drop this here, and bam, I have the conversion here. Here is input device transform. As you can see, is RE wide gamut, RE log, C3, DaVinci wide gamut, and DaVinci intermediate. And then in our ODT, we are converting DaVinci wide gamut to Rec 709 and Gamma 2.4. And here I have my balance and look. Okay. So before getting to that RapidGrade part, we need to balance our footage, and I use the linear gamma method. All you need to do is just right click here under gamma, go grab linear, and don't forget to set lumen mix to 0. And why? There are some technical things behind it, but this is like one of the best ways to just balance your footage. So I just use it, you know. Then you can use your gamma and look at my vector scope here, and look, it moves around. Then if I try to maybe bring it a little bit in the middle of this crosshair and then drop my exposure, you can see I'm adding some juice or contrast to it. That's it. I think like for our balance, this is more than enough. And if we look at our waveform, we can see like we dropped it this much. And now let's get to the most exciting part of it, which is how to use RapidGrade on this specific footage and how we can go and shot match it with other footage that or clips that we have. So under look, I just dragged and dropped RapidGrade, and if you want to get access to it, or if you are on the fence, just go grab it, and you have like a 10% or 20% link if you use my code, and then you have 7 days money back guarantee without asking anything. So it's a no-brainer. You can go and try it. Okay. Once we have it, we can go under packs. We have a couple of different packs, such as black and white, commercial, film, inspired by, stylized, and inside each pack we have like different looks. Let's say we go under stylized, and then one of my favorite one is retrochrome. Look at this, by just one click, and then we are here. Okay, let me go back and then grab these two and look at this here. Isn't that crazy? So what I'm seeing is like the highlights here, they are a little bit in your face. Like my attention goes here instead of here. A great solution for it is to go under dynamic range here, activate it, and look, bam. You see, we can control it, and you can see it in my waveform if I just exaggerate. And now you can see how much details we can get out of our image, and I think we can park it right here. And another great thing is, so right now our film look preset is on Kodak 2383, right? And we can go and pick something like Fuji. Look, this is like another vibe. Or we can go with Kodak 5207 2383, and this is like which one we want, then we can go with that. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And here is, if we click on show curves, we can see how exactly this look is created, right? And this is great. And then we have a lot of control over, let's say, undertones. If I just want to manipulate undertones, you can see this part of the image. I mean, at this part of the curve, and in like shadows in those dark areas. And we can go with our midtones. Look, if it's too much, we can make it a little bit thinner, or we can just punch more energy into this image. And let's say this could be like an ad or something, or it could be a commercial. So I want it to be punchy and like really in your face. And what else we can do? We can say, hey, I don't like the color of sky, and I want to make it a little bit more in teal. And we can go under sky, and then you see, we can change the color of sky by just moving this hue slider. And if we want to add more exposure to it, we can do this. Or if we want to make it darker, we can just play around with it. And I think like this looks great. But what I want is a little bit more film density here, because like these colors, they are some sort of pale. We can make it a little bit dense. And under film density, we can go under red density. And you see, we can make it a little bit more dense, or global density. Change everything. You see, go hard and come back and go easy on it. Before, after. You see, I think like this much is great. And on this great day, I want some halation. And look at this here. If we disable it, and look here, enable, and we can go extreme, no, super 35, maybe before, after. This looks great. And then what else? I want some diffusion, and this is, the fog is too much, and then we can make it even harder. But Hollywood Black Magic is my choice. What this is before, this is after. It gives us that bloom effect, that dreamy effect that we want. We can add some lens effect, like look at this part of image before, after, and this, yeah, this one is like the default one. We can go with preset of the Batman or preset of Shogun, but I think without preset looks great, because it's like a commercial, and we can say, hey, bypass everything. This is where we started, and now this is where we ended up, like in under 10 minutes as I'm talking with you. And then we can manipulate a lot of things here. but I just wanted to show you how easy we can go and do that. And now if I go here and grab all of this and middle click and then bam, I can apply it to every single shot that I have here. And yeah, of course we can go and let's say this one, like this, I think like the balance is off because in comparison to this one, we have an image, a punchy image, but here it's a little bit thin. What we can do is go under balance, drop the exposure to add more punch to it, and I think this can do the job. And then we can go under lock and under maybe film density and add some density to it, or we can go under curves and midtones, punch some color into it, and that's it. Like this is Rec 709 and this is our final touch, and this is how easy it was for us just to go and like maybe here you say the sky is too much, we can go again under sky and pull the saturation a little bit, and yeah, looks better. We can play around with it. You see, yeah, of course it's gonna affect these colors here because this is like the sky blue color, but we can, if we just only want to focus on background, we can do something better. Let me disable this one, add a depth map here like this, like in case if we want to do something like that, just go under near limit, and let's say what's near to the camera, let's limit that. Post-processing to add some details. Okay, I think this is good. And now I can say, hey, again, linear gamma, and now I can say, hey, drop the background. You see, we can drop the background, and now we can add our look. This is like before depth map, and this is after depth map. So this is how we can just use RapidGrade and create super fun looks. And if you want to give it a shot, link is going to be in the description. And for a limited time, I think you can go and grab 20% off on RapidGrade. So don't miss this opportunity and have fun. And see you in the next one.